What's up, guys? It's Ronnie here, and I'm gonna give a weekly update on the Broad Street trade swing alerts. As you can see here, I took a few this week, but let's jump straight into it. So Home Depot tried to do a 275 put. It was coming towards a very interesting spot that I was interested in. There's 7 days of upswinging. I can show you here right on the chart. Oh, Home Depot is large. So we got hit on here on the 16th, which was around towards the end of the day. My thesis behind the trade was that it was going to come into the supply zone, this huge supply zone up here, and then reject and then sell off. And this was a long-term trend that I was watching here on the 4 hour, as you can see. Didn't pan out so well. It wound up rejecting, rallying down, but then pushing back up for the rest of the week. And we wound up closing that for a loss of 38% here. And I had 2 contracts, so it was an $84 loss. Second trade is Netflix. We're still in that trade. I won't go into too much detail over that one. But Baba, get over to it. Back up here. Maximize this. So Baba, we got in here towards the end of the day, and actually one of our platinum members, AB, actually was also looking at this. I was watching it, and he brought it to my attention, and I really love the setup, so we took this trade here. So we got in towards the end of the day, closed up here for a nice run up. We actually literally sniped the top for an exit. As you can see, it pulled back here to another demand zone, and then rallied up, and it actually went up to this next supply zone up here around at 240. This actually could have been a really, really huge winner. If you can see right here, we had the 250 calls for April 16th, so we had a little bit of time on them. These contracts went from 290 to 390 the next day, but they hit a high. If you would have held until Thursday at open, if I'm not mistaken, they were at like 550. So that would have been like about a 50%, 60% return. I didn't hold. I don't know if anyone else held it, which would have been fucking awesome if you did. But that was a nice return of 35% basically for a profit of $100. Not bad. So looking at the next trade that we took, Pen Duo PDD. So we had the 175 calls. Switch over here. Take a swimming and back out. Maximize this. So we actually got the bottom on this one. We actually literally caught the bottom. So it was coming into a demand zone that I was interested in. And literally as it stalled out here in this demand zone, I called out this play. And we actually got a nice rally out of this demand zone here. I zoom out some, get a visual. So we actually got a real nice rally. I wound up getting stopped out on this red candle here. I moved my stop loss to basically like 60%. Actually, I think I had it 55%, and I had my stop loss here. After I was up 50%, I was like, let me just put a stop loss and just let it run. I'm very comfortable letting things run that way. You know, I give up money, but it's okay sometimes. So I got stopped out for 62%. I'll show you in 1 second. But it wound up running up right into supply zone towards the end of the day. And if I'm not mistaken, they actually went for 80%, which was the high. That was actually it wanted to be in a day trade. Was going to be a swing trade, but it wanted to be in a nice day trade, which is it's okay sometimes to do. Just, you know, close things out and protect yourself with profits, and which was the right thing to do. Wound up selling off. The next day, wound up opening up back in demand. So we closed that here. As you can see here, Pendulum Duo in the 17th, out in the 17th, 210, out at 340 for a total profit about 62%, almost 62%. $130 profit, not bad. So I tried to tackle Home Depot again. Maybe I'll pull up Home Depot for you. Back out. So this Home Depot this time was actually a better trade. So I got in around here. I literally bought the top here on puts as it was coming into the supply zone and was rejecting the supply zone. I got in the day of this trade. They were up. They hit a high of about $60 profit, which I think was like 22%. I kind of got greedy. I wanted to be a swing also. I didn't want it to, to be a day trade, and I felt there was more to give on this put. But I also alerted that I probably was too early to the plats. The top is probably would have probably been better to short. In hindsight, obviously, going into close on Friday, I actually seen a lot of sell orders coming in for Home Depot. So I'm pretty sure Home Depot is going to gap down. So I probably missed. I probably was just too early. But it did hit a high of $50 as far as profit. The next day, it opened. It sold off again. I should have exited here at the support. As you can see, it 1, 2, basically 3 triple bottom. That should have been my sign to get out. But yet again, I wanted it to double top more or less as it did, and then reject it. But then immediately, buyer stepped in to buy it up. So I wound up getting out this for a small loss. And it's funny, I'm the only one that got it for a small loss. So everyone else got out for the $50, $60 profit, but me, which happens sometimes. It was okay. I got off for $40 loss, as you can see here, but there's a 16% loss. It was like a 22% winner that I personally turned into a loss. I got greedy. I shouldn't have. I should have played it in context of quad witching. I should have just took the small profits and should have been very grateful, and I wasn't. We're in a pen dual trade, as you can see here. We're still in the Netflix trade here. I won't go into too much detail as they're still open trades, but I definitely think I'm very confident in pen duo. I can show you first 1 sec why. Maximize this for you. So I got in again Thursday. Yeah, I got in again on Thursday towards the close as it was sitting in demand. And as you can see, it did perk out real fast pre-market, but then it sold off. And it was a lot of volume on quad witching, but it wasn't a lot of volume in certain sectors and stocks, and I was observing that. So it just kind of followed this trend downwards, which is bullish sentiment when it's coming into a demand. Because what happens is it creates a falling wedge pattern, and then it falls into a demand, and then it gets everybody in their longs, and then it short squeeze them out. So that's actually what I'm hoping to happen. So, and then if I get in closely here, adjust this, back to this. As you can see here, towards the end of the day, it started to get above this trend line and then you see that volume right there. But it started getting above this trend line and started shooting up. So I'm expecting big things out of this trade. But overall, had a solid week. If I scroll over here, we're up 144%, was up 152%, but I'll take it. So here's the week. We're up $106 for the week, which is 9.5%. I'm very comfortable with that. It should have been $156. We should be up, like 152%. But probably 12% for the week. That's okay. I'm very comfortable with that kind of gains. People would kill to have 9% of their whole account in one day. And yet again, as always, you could have scaled this up. If you have a $10,000 account, if you have a $100,000 account, these typically should be your same results if your position size is the same. That's it. Any questions, leave them in the comments. If you would like to join the Discord, it's in the description. Any questions, drop them in the comment section also. Until next time, guys, take care.